Good morning, everyone. Today is October 29th, 2020. And today, 29th, is a birthday of my son, Hikaru. He just turned 4 years old today. I still feel like he was born into this world yesterday, but he's now really active boy, run, scream, jump, and it's fun to watch him grow. But anyway, today we are going to chant Wasan, Nembutsu and Wasan. And Nembutsu and Wasan is on page 49 of Shin Buddhist Service Book. And if you don't have Shin Buddhist Service Book, please keep watching the screen so you will see Nembutsu and Wasan. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. ナモシシンキ妙来西方阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ弥陀成仏のこの方は今にじこうへたまえりおしんのこうりんきわもなくせのもみょを照らすなりナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ知恵の光明はかりなし無量の所相ことごとくこうけうかむらあぬものはなし真実妙に奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミ 弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ下脱の降臨きわもなし高速かむるものはみな有無を離ると述べたも平等覚に奇妙せよナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ幸運無下妙国一切の有下に触りなし幸託かむらぬものぞなき安持義を奇妙せよナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ頂上光明並びな しぐしこのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこにぬひきょうえよ奇妙せよなもあみだぶなもあみだぶなもあみだぶなもあみだぶなぶこせうえう最大一公園のぶと名付けたり三図の国安開くなり大王具を奇妙せよがんにしくどく平等性祭道発菩大心往生安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダー。Now, I would like to share Shinran Shongin's Wasan poem, so please join me in Gasho. Please put your palms together. 鸞師こたへてのたまはく、我が身は知恵浅くして、いまだ地位にいらざれば、念力ひとしくおよばれずと、Master Tan-luan answered, Since my wisdom is shallow, and I have not yet attained the higher stages of bodhisattvahood, I am incapable, with my powers of mindfulness, of thinking equally on all lands. ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏。So today's Wasan is the answer of Tan-luan to the emperor's question, which was the contents of yesterday's Wasan. And simply, Tan-luan is saying that because he is a foolish being full of blind passions, who have not yet attained the stage of joy, the stage of non-retrogression, through his own power. He is not able to be mindful and think about all the Pure Lands in the 10 directions. So this is today's Wasan is about. And when we think about the practice of Bodhisattva Dharmakara taught in the Raja Sutra, even Bodhisattva Dharmakara needed the help from the teacher, Lokeshvara Raja Buddha, to see all the Pure Lands of Buddhas. And in the larger sutra, between Sambutsuge and the 48 vows, it said, it's quite a long quote, but the Bodhisattva said to Ananda, Bhikshu Dharmakara, having spoken these verses, said to the Buddha Lokeshvara Raja, in just this way, world honored one, I have awakened the aspiration for supreme perfect enlightenment. May I ask you, the Buddha, to expound fully the Dharma for my sake. I will perform the practice in order to establish a Buddha land adorned with countless pure and excellent qualities chosen from among Buddha lands. I wish to attain perfect enlightenment in this world quickly, so that I can remove the roots of suffering and affliction in birth and death. The Buddha said to Ananda, at that time, the Buddha Lokeshvara Raja told Bhikshu Dharmakara, you yourself should know what needs to be done in order to adorn your Buddha land. The Bhikshu replied to the Buddha, the meaning of what you have just said is so vast and profound that it is beyond my range of comprehension. Therefore, world honored one, I beseech you to explain in detail the practices by which all Buddha Tathagatas establish their Pure Lands. After I have heard it, I will practice as taught and fulfill all my aspirations. At that time, the Buddha Lokeshvara Raja realized that the noble aspirations of Bhikshu Dharmakara were profound and vast, and so conveyed to him the following teaching. It is as if a person were to bail out the great ocean using a pail and eventually to reach the bottom after many kalpas. Such a person would then obtain the precious treasures to be found there. Likewise, if one seeks the way sincerely and diligently, one should be able to reach one's goal. What vow could not be fulfilled? Then Buddha Lokeshvara Raja taught fully the good and bad qualities of the heavenly and human beings in 210 codes of Buddha lands, as well as the coarse and exquisite aspects of those lands, and revealed them all in accordance with Dharmakara's request. So this is a section in the larger sutra, and as we read, even Bodhisattva Dharmakara, he eventually became Amida Buddha by fulfilling the vows and the practices, needed to ask Buddha to show all the Pure Lands of Buddhas. So how can the foolish being full of blind passions like me can be mindful of all Buddha lands in 10 directions and aspire to be born there? So this is something only Buddha can do. By the way, I was thinking about what year this question was presented to Tan-luan. If the year 476-442 is when Tan-luan lived, then the Emperor Shaojin was probably around 10 years old to 18 years old, because he was born in 524 and was emperor from 534 till 550. And after Tan-luan's time, the Contemplation Sutra became popular sutra in China. Actually, the Contemplation Sutra was translated by Kalayashas, and he passed away on 443. So the Contemplation Sutra must be around in China for about 100 years, around Tan-luan's time. But several monks wrote commentary on the Contemplation Sutra after Tan-luan's time. And what the Contemplation Sutra talks about on the surface level is to contemplate on the adornments of the Pure Land of Amida Buddha, features of Buddha's and Buddha and sages in the Pure Land. And most of the monks who wrote the commentary of this Contemplation Sutra wrote the commentary from the perspective of this explicit meaning of the sutra. So I am assuming there was already the foundation for the Contemplation Sutra to become popular in China around Tan-luan's time too, even though most of the commentary were written after Tan-luan's time. And the contemplating on the adornments and features of Buddha's land and body through the practitioner's own power to attain birth into the Pure Land was probably the common idea or common practice around that time. So probably the emperor's question came from considering this common idea or practices. So thinking about this emperor's age, he must have been really smart child. But Tan-luan said, I am foolish being, full of blind passions, so I am incapable of contemplating on all Buddha's lands and features. However, Tan-luan was aspiring to be born into the Pure Land of Amida Buddha. So why Amida Buddha's Pure Land? That was the question of the emperor. That is because the Pure Land doesn't require the contemplation on adornments of the land and the features of Buddha and sages to be born there. It is taught in the Contemplation Sutra as if the practice of contemplation is necessarily, but the practice was taught by Shakyamuni Buddha because Queen Vaidehi asked for it. But the true intent of Shakyamuni Buddha was to guide all beings into the path of other power of Amida Buddha's primal vow. So this is the implicit meaning of the Contemplation Sutra. So Tan-luan aspired to be born to the Pure Land of Amida Buddha because this is the Pure Land. He was able to be born. Foolish being full of blind passions are able to be born through other power of Amida Buddha. So I hope today's explanation helped. And in closing, please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. So this will conclude today's morning service, and I hope you will have a great day today and hope to see you tomorrow morning. So thank you for attending.